राजस्थान में लगेगा
बाबू अरे जल्दी क्या है
कटे क्या हाथ है
तू चल दो तारीख आगे पेरेंट्स पापा
वो मोड़ी है ऐश्वर्या ऐश्वर्या
हाँ तीन ब्रेक से बाद दोनों बाकी खाली दोनों में खाली रहा है वही जल्दी से देखो 2 मिनट में 220 आते हैं क्यों 5 करने वाले ताकि कौन करेगा कोई काम नहीं करो
आजा आजा आजा
આટલા પહેલા દાખલ થઈને જાય તો આમ થોડી
ના
apa? Saya sebagai studio kedua saya.
Sini.
Betul, udah mau saya. Udah mau saya, bikin aja.
देखिए समझ के अब तो जाते ना
Betul. Bawa tuh itu. Mau sini?
dia enggak
Mana di bawah sudah?
Hah?
Siap. Tunggu gue bang tuh soalnya. Siap.
Gue bang itu berkan satu kan jago nih.
Mata tahu lu bang bang gimana? Hah?
No.
Buat.
No.
Kita kan itu.
Kalau रात में मिली बता.
No सब में क्या होता है बang? No सब में नहीं. Buat.
મને પાછી ડબલ વા ચાલુ
क्या बोला है?
જો બંક
क्यों?
ચાલુ
मैं चालू बेला एक दो भी देखे था.
કઈ કયો
ये
પપ્પા જાય રે પણ
राय लावना बंद कर दो.
આપ શું દેવા
School. कोई टाइम नहीं बस वो ले उठो स्कूल नहीं जा रहे Apa mau naik ke mana?
અસી ફોટો લાવની
नहीं आता सब
मम्मी में थैली मिले यार
मैं चल मैं सब देखो 3-4 ओवर पार्टी से
Well, welcome back to the SCG for the final session here on day 3 of this tour match between the Cricket Australia 11 and India. Batting scorecard looks like this. The Cricket CA11 6 for 246. India managed to fight back in the last session. They took 4 wickets. Early on today, Darcy Short and Max Bryant were on a big opening stand before they got 74 and 62 respectively. Jake Carter put in a good innings, 38. His resistance spell when bowled by Mohammad Shami, who was the pick of the bowlers, took 3 wickets in the middle session there today. Sam Whiteman, also the other significant contributor on 35, as we mentioned. Shami, 3 for 54, it is, and Rashidov, 1 for 66. Ravi Ashman, 1 for 32 as well. Sam Ferris is alongside me for the beginning of this final session of plays. We just look at the bowling card there, and Sam, looks like India could be looking to wrap up this innings here and to have another bat before stumps today.
Absolutely. Good afternoon, Matthew. I think it's going to be very interesting if they do get another this afternoon to see who opens for them. Now that Prithvi Shaw is managing an ankle injury. Who opens with KL Hall? Will be VJ? Will they chuck Rohit Sharma up the top of the order? That'll be very interesting. But first things first, India need to wrap up these last 4 Cricket Australia 11 wickets. And when they do that, then we'll find a little bit more about the batting order.
Alrighty, so Hanuma Vihari the attack after the tea break, as he did after lunch as well. Bowling to Nielsen. He's just bowling these little sneaky off his doorknobs, I call them. Sam just rolling a slight 90-degree rotation of the wrist upon release, and he's just letting them roll out the front here. Again, not a lot on that, but you don't want to be letting that one sneak through under your bat.
No, he certainly doesn't spin as much as Ashwin, but he does that holding role very well for India, and that would be his role if he does play in the Test series. Tie at one end, give the quicks a rest, and let Ashwin and potentially Jadeja attack from the other side.
Cutting is Nielsen, and he gets a single to get himself away after the break. Yeah, it's interesting seeing how these Indian bowlers perform on wickets very different to what they're used to. We've spoken at length today about the quicks. When they've really been most effective is when this ball started to reverse swing, 72 overall ball, and they've been able to bowl a bit fuller than at the stumps. And for the spinners, as Hardy's defending, the spinners, the challenge for them comes in. Australian spinners typically bowl over the top on our bouncy wickets, and the Indian spinners used to bowling a little bit more sideways. Sometimes that means they just slide on to the bat. It's full outside off, and it can't beat point. And Hardy.
You actually asked Mitch Marsh why touring spinners on the Unplayable podcast, I'm sure you've heard of it, Matthew. You might be the one listener. Why touring spinners don't have a great record in Australia. Just certain pitches don't spin. It's the reason why Nathan Lyon does so well. It's because he gets a lot of bounce on the ball. That extra top spin generates some extra bounce, which is just a great effect here in Australia. And now I think he's figured out overseas how to manage that, bowl a bit flatter, a bit straighter, and get that side spin on the ball for that straight one. That's why it's become such a fantastic wicket taker for Australia all around the world.
It's a good point, and it's almost an easier adjustment to make from bowling over the top to going sideways, as opposed to making a career bowling sideways spin and then suddenly having to come right over the top of the ball and get it to go up and down in the same fashion. It's always easier to flatten out and bowl a little bit more sideways, as opposed to learn to get up and over and bowl a bit slower. So yeah, that's no doubt some wise words from Mitch Marsh there. Now Ishant Sharma's going to continue. He's bowled without a lot of luck, but he hasn't been overly threatening. He's been tight. He's continuing to hit back of the length. Probably not got the shape like someone like Shami Has 3 wickets here in this innings. He's on the money again, though, straight away.
Nelson's become a bit of a tour match specialist. I remember him playing for South Africa a couple of years ago when they toured, and he didn't quite get the baggy green or the South Africa's equivalent. He got handed a fluoro cap, put that on, and I think he still got it. He did pretty well. I mean, what a thrill for him. That would have been keeping to the likes of Rabada. Stein hadn't injured himself at that point.
That's right, yep.
Vernon Philander. Big Borneo might have been playing in that tour game. So experience for the youngster to come in there, come on, take the gloves and then kick those legends of South Africa.
Yeah, you think as well of the keepers that South Australia had, and Tim Ludeman was the long-time keeper down there, and just as Nielsen looked like he might be ready for his shot, so he doesn't get a run into the offside. Just as it looked like he was the next in line, suddenly Alex Carey burst through ahead of him there at the Redbacks, and now he's obviously got some Shield cricket under his belt this year with Carey in and around the Australian squad. But it must be difficult for him, who's probably, he's definitely one of the better keepers in the country, and he's always acquitting himself well with the bat, but just can't seem to get a consistent run of games for the Redbacks, really through no fault of his own.
I think Carey is one of the nicest guys in Australian cricket, but he's got a lot of enemies, man. Because Sam Whiteman would have thought that he would have been next in line. He took a couple of nasty blows in the hands, and injury has sidetracked his career a little bit. Carey's taken his spot. Carey's taken Nielsen's spot. Who's next? Tim Payne.
Yeah, well,
taking his spot in the limit over side.
Yeah, he must have pain in his sides now, but he's probably not quite had the big Shield score, has he, to back that up, although Tim Payne's probably under a little bit more pressure than you'd expect an Australian captain to be going into the summer. I think he has lost his limited overs place, and maybe he doesn't get too many runs in this India Test series. If Carey can make his mark at Shield level, you never know what might happen with the Australian Test wicket-keeping spot. Hasn't that been a strange revolving door? Tim Payne almost out of the Tasmanian side last year. 12 months later as the Test captain.
That's exactly right. That's what Sam Whiteman was saying before this game, that these matches do mean something. They're not just a hit out for the tourists. Tim Payne was playing in the CA11 last time. Last year. A good performance there. Got back in the Tassie team, and next year Test keeper, as you said, became the Test captain, and he's just been a remarkable story from going to working in the Kookaburra factory, I think, or working for Kookaburra, to going out there and leading Australia and putting on the Test blazer. It's a remarkable story.
2 slips for Sharma. He's bowling to Hardy, who's back and defending into the offside. It shows you just how quickly things can change. I mean, even someone like a Whiteman, who's lost his place in WA to Josh Phillippe at the moment, who's doing a good job there for the Warriors, but there's even someone like Darcy Short playing T20 international cricket, can't find a place in the Shield side at the moment for WA, but then their top orders had a bit of a struggle against New South Wales, and after 74 here against India, he's right back in the frame when the Marsh brothers jump into the Test arena. So it can change very quickly, and you just never know what might be around the corner. Sharma, final ball of the over. Hardy can't find a single there. Gets a tidy from Sharma. Just one off, 6 for 248 now. The CA11, 74 overs bowled here in their first innings at the SCG. Can't imagine India would want that over count to get too high. They'd be wanting to bat before stumps. Take this final 4 wickets. Sam, as well, it's probably an interesting point about the tour matches that have been played. Obviously, you mentioned Tim Payne playing against England last year for the CA11, but you think of the Prime Minister's 11 gave South Africa a touch-up in Canberra not that long ago, and then wasn't quite the same story, the CA11 match at Allanwater Field, but competitive nonetheless. A lot of criticism of the CA11 and the strength of the squads, but they've been putting up a good fight as Nielsen grabs himself another cover behind point.
Oh, absolutely. And these young players, what a way to test themselves, make a name of them.
जो कोई ना हो तो 500 रुपया फाइन है 10 किलो गुने मीटिंग में
A name for themselves in these big games against world-class opposition. Short and bright, short to an established play.
मम्मी कोई भी नहीं आवे तो 500 रुपया फाइन है
Those things mean a lot. It just shows you can compete at that level. I would say that perhaps the intensity is not always there by the touring teams, but it certainly is for the hosts, and they absolutely want to make an absolute